Welcome, everyone. Today I will be speaking with Greg Forrest from McKibben Hotel Management. McKibben Hotel Management is a hotel management company that not only owns but also manages over 80 hotels in the United States, including brands such as Marriott, Hilton, and Starwood, just to name a few. And they are currently in the process of launching their own lifestyle hotel brand that should be making its debut in 2017. Greg is the company's e-commerce marketing manager and analytics manager. Greg is responsible for online and digital marketing for the select group of hotels within the McKibben portfolio. He also has the added bonus of working with the financial and performance analytics of the company as well. When I say that he is a Swiss Army knife, I truly mean it. In today's interview, I will be speaking with Greg about web analytics and how it is important for businesses to use and how they can achieve successful results. Greg, thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Thanks for having me.
Unlike most interviews, I want to make this fun.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to play an entertaining game of rapid fire. I will be asking you a total of 10 questions, one after another, and I would love to hear the first thoughts that come to your head about the questions asked. This is out of the ordinary for most interviews, but I have learned that by doing this, you get the most truthful answers out of people and you have fun doing it. Are you ready to start?
All right, I'm ready.
The first question that I would like to ask you is, what does web analytics mean to you?
Uh, to me, it means web analytics is a collection of data and information that can help a company with their web usage by reporting trends such as age or gender of the traffic that visits the sites that the companies have up. It's measuring the web analytics by the traffic and the visits to one's page. And I think it's a great tool for any company to use.
Awesome. The next question is, what information does web analytics provide?
It can show you trends of the traffic coming to a specific website. It provides the ability to assess and improve the effectiveness of your website. You have metrics that will show you what are the best traffic times on your site, what are the most pages and items viewed on your site, and who's even shared or liked the information on your site.
Man, I thought I was going to stump you on these, but you're answering these very easily. But I have a trick question for you.
Okay.
If you had to pick which data you think is most important with web analytics, what would you choose?
I would choose all of it. It just depends on what you're looking for. With the hotel management company that I work for, we currently look at metrics depending on specific tasks that we want to accomplish. If we want to generate traffic to the hotels, then we focus on age, gender, or even certain patterns that can help us create a campaign that targets the customers directly. This data, I believe, is most important with web analytics at McKibben. It's having a balanced portfolio of traffic sources. Those include like search, direct, referring sites, and campaigns. All of these are very important with the success of our company goals.
I cannot agree with you more. Every form of information that we gather is just as important as the next, as long as they are focusing on the key performance indicators that you specified with the goal. Now, the next question I want to ask you is, why is web analytics important to you?
It's important to me because it allows you to create a better user experience for those visiting your site. For example, if there's more traffic going to your locations or map page, then this will tell you that users visit this page a lot more often. So move the address or directions to the front and center of the home page to create better navigation. Or if there's a certain blog, for example, that's drawing a lot of traffic, you can publish more content and topics of interest to the readers on that
Okay.
blog.
Okay, great.
Mm-hmm.
Now, question number 5 out of the 10 is, do
Mm-hmm.
you think a business can succeed without goals in analytics?
Yes and no. I mean, before web was around, businesses didn't have the social media platform and websites um, to worry about, and they did fine at that point. So yeah, they could do okay. Could they have done better? Of course, but they didn't have it back then. They still had print ads, but you couldn't measure those. However, a company needs to have goals. You just have to make sure that they're attainable goals.
Okay, great. Then the next question, question
hmm
number 6 is, can you give me an example of how you use web analytics in your position that you have with the company?
I use web analytics to look at traffic sources to our hotels on a year-over-year basis. More specifically, these are direct, natural, paid, and other sources. I can analyze them. I can analyze the data, I should say, and see where I can help improve and make some changes to those traffic sources. For example, if natural search is down, I may do a keyword search and see what kind of keywords will draw visibility to our websites. Or I may check my Google Map listing to see if everything is accurate.
Yes, that is why sometimes when using the free analytics tools such as Google,
hmm
it is a little difficult.
hmm
They're great with the analytics, but they're not 100% up to date accurate. There's always that small portion of missing information from users that do not actually get reported regarding it.
hmm
So I see why those would be important things.
Yeah.
Now, the next question that I would like to know is, do you think that you get better results with a short term or a long term SMART goal?
I think short-term goals are needed to achieve longer goals. Longer-term goals, for example, a short-term goal may be to increase the ad spend for the next 3 months, which will help accomplish your long-term goal. If that goal is to achieve, double the business in revenue by the end of the year, you just need to set realistic goals that the company can achieve.
And that's a really good way of looking at it.
hmm
I believe that short term goals are the way to go because people tend to get bored
Yeah.
with the goals, and if it's actually too long and too strong drawn out, then people tend to forget about it or lose interest in it, and you never make your goal.
hmm
And then, especially with an article that I recently just read regarding millennials,
hmm
they tend not to be very loyal to specific companies or brands that they work for. So if you actually make a SMART goal long,
hmm
and these millennials that are invading the work area stay with the company for a year or two and then decide to leave,
hmm
you're going to have to hire a whole new person to start the SMART goal all over again, and
hmm
it's just going to keep dragging on, and your goal's never going to get accomplished.
hmm
So I like the way that you looked at that. That was
Thanks.
really really good.
Thank you.
I have to keep that in mind next time I make my SMART goals.
Okay.
um, the next question that I have is, what do you think is the most important role in the analytics process?
I think it's understanding what you're looking for. For starters, I mean, you need to know that the goals that you want to reach, what they are, and what KPIs you want to achieve those goals before you even open up a web analytics tool. Without setting goals that have a specific KPIs in place, web analytics will give you good information, but you'll probably be more confused as to what you need and what you need to look for and measuring. It'll probably take you longer to reach those goals too if you don't get started out with a clear plan.
Yep, that's why brainstorming is always a good thing
Very good.
when it comes to goals.
hmm
Okay, we are almost done. We are on number 9. Now, number 9, how can web analytics help you better a company?
Um, it can help you better a company by revealing insights and opportunities that you might not have known existed before. So you can use analytics to help improve the functionality of your website and develop how to develop that website or focus your offerings to best meet the needs of your target market.
That is really, really good. I actually like using the web analytics to make sure that I drive traffic to the websites, just like you said.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have an attractive website, so you got to pick and choose, what's working and what's not.
Definitely.
And then the final question
All
of
right.
the speed round
Okay.
is, do you think every company should have a web analytics person on their team? Please explain.
Okay. It's important overall that every company does marketing of some sort. be it social media or PPCs. It just depends on the company. If you're a small company starting off, then um, work with whatever resources you have. There are free tools such as Google Analytics that offer not only their free analytics tool but also free training. So
Yeah, I think for, small companies, for people that are starting off, maybe online stores,
hmm
things like that, you are right. You can use Google Analytics, um, and they can train online through their free services. There are plenty of tools out there.
hmm
I don't think that maybe something as small as maybe an online store that you started up for a side job, or something that's only been a few months old, that you need to physically hire an outsourced
hmm
web analytics person. But eventually, I believe that every company should have one,
Uh-huh.
so that they can, I mean, that's their specialty, and that's what they're going to school for.
hmm
So, yes, I completely agree with you. I think that you should start, when you start small, you focus on the means that you have, and you just work up from there. So, um, well, as you just all witnessed, this is the first ever rapid fire round on the web analytics with Greg Forrest from McKibben Hotel Management. He survived with no harm, and we learned a lot of valuable information about web analytics today. Thank you so much, Greg, for taking time to play our game and share some inside knowledge with all of us on web analytics. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact myself or Greg, and we will be more than happy to lend you a hand. Until next time, everyone, have a great evening.
Bye.
Bye.